Kana Hadnapi, Mbiwa Tahushka Opi Miha. Welcome back to Iconic American Indian, the podcast. I'm your host, Opi Miha. I'd like to welcome everybody in on this Tuesday. Hope all is well. Peace to you all. We're going to let the music play for a few seconds, and then we'll go ahead and get into the next family history. So again, welcome back to Iconic American Indian, the podcast. I'm your host, Opie Miha. I want to welcome everyone into another family history. So today we will be covering the Womble family, which is going to be out of North Carolina. And then we're going to do the Wise and Wiseman families. And they are out of Maryland. So both family histories aren't really that long. At the end of the Womble family history, I'm going to show you some things from Ancestry with this particular family. And real quick, I have been, last night I was looking through some things on the Wise and Wiseman families, and it kind of took me all over the place. So I will be presenting some other things I found. Sometimes that's how it happens. You're researching one thing and it takes you to something else and starts opening other things. So yeah. So let's get into the Womble family history, North Carolina. So John Wamble, born about 1755, was a carpenter who enlisted in the 10th North Carolina Regiment on June 1st, 1779 in Halifax County. He was captured in the siege of Charleston and remained on parole for the remainder of the war. He married his wife, Catherine, in Edgecombe County in 1798. He purchased land in Edgecombe County by deed, proved on May 30th, 1799, and sold land there by deed, proved in February court 1800. His wife Catherine was one of the siblings of Jacob Green, deceased, who petitioned the Edgecombe County Court to divide 91 acres of his land in November 1804. John was head of an Edgecombe County household of one other free in 1790 and 11 free colored in 1820. All right. So he owned 75 acres on August 25th, 1818, when he made his pension application in the Edgecombe County Court, listing his family then living with him: wife Catherine, 41 years old, Nathaniel, 18, Finity, 14, twins Jacob and Ajax, 10, Benjamin, 8.5, Enos, 7, John Washington, 5.5, and Catherine, 2.5. He was granted a pension of $96 per year, but died soon afterwards, about 1820. In 1835, his wife Catherine petitioned the Edgecombe County Court for a dower, stated that her husband died in 1821, and listed their children: Dr. Warren Womble, Nathaniel G. Womble, Mary Ann Proctor, Celia P. Sorey, and Jacob, Benjamin, Enos, John, and Catherine Womble. Catherine moved to Fayette County, Tennessee, and died on February 2nd, 1843. According to the October 19th, 1853 survivor's pension application, her son Benjamin in Carroll County, Tennessee. According to his pension and state files, his children were. All right, so let's see who his children were. So we got Warren Nathaniel G., born about 1800, perhaps to Nathaniel G. Womble, who married Celia Sorrell. January 9th, 1823, Edgecombe County Bond, and Martha Fryer, December 3rd, 1823, Edgecombe County Bond. Then we got Mary Ann Proctor, who died before 1835. We got Finity, born about 1804. We got Celie Pollard Story, born about 1806. We got Jacob, born about 1808. Ajax, born about 1808, Jacob's twin brother. We got Benjamin F., born about 1810, living in Carroll County, Tennessee, on October 19th, 1853, when he applied for a survivor's pension for his father's services. Then we got Enos, born about 1811, John Washington, born about 1813, Catherine, born about 1816. And it says on the end notes, John Wamble may have been related to Celia Womble, a base-born child bound to John Brown Jr. by the February 11th, 1773 Butte County Court. All right, so one thing I wanted to mention too, as I was reading through this, so this family started out in Edgecombe County, North Carolina, and ended up, it looks like in Carroll County, Tennessee. So if you are someone who has this surname and, you know, the different variations of how it's spelled, this is probably, you may have relations, or these may be your ancestors. Because it sounds like once John Wamble passed, Catherine moved on to Tennessee with all of the kids. So my guess is going to be that Tennessee is where they, you know, grew up, and, you know, probably found, you know, wives and husbands were probably found there, more than likely. All right, so that was the Womble family, and let's move over to Ancestry real quick. So I wanted to show you guys, here's John Womble. This would be his, like, his will information. So this is wills and probate records. So you can see right here is John Womble. There's Catherine Womble. If we go to the next document, there's John's name again, Catherine. They mentioned the 75 acres of land. So basically this gets into his actual will. A lot of it is in, you know, cursive handwriting. So if you want to, you know, look through this and comb through it and see if you can read it, if this is your family, you know, feel free. But it's on Ancestry. All right, guys. So let's move over to the Wise and Wiseman family of Maryland. So I did both of these together because they were short, and not saying that there's any correlation, but there could be. So Mary Wise, born about 1714, was a servant of Robert Wells on August 21st, 1732, when she appeared in Prince George's County, Maryland court and admitted that she had given birth to an illegitimate mulatto child. The court bound her 9-week-old child, Becky, to serve for 31 years and sold her and the child to her master for 1,500 pounds of tobacco she was the mother of. So we have Becky, born in June 1732. And this is, they may have been the ancestors of, so we got Agnes, head of a Accomack County, Virginia household of 4 of the free and 2 slaves in 1800 and 11 other free in 1810. We got Thomas, head of an Elizabeth City County, Virginia household of 5 other free and a slave in 1810. We got Peter, head of a Norfolk County household of 6 other free in 1810. Perhaps to Peter Wise, born before 1776, who was head of a Dagsboro Hundred, Sussex County, Delaware household of 4 free colored in 1820. All right, so that was the end of the Wise family. So like I said, pretty short. So let's get into the Wiseman family. So members of the Wiseman family were James Mulatto, head of a Charles City County household of 1 other free in 1790 and 2 other free and 3 slaves in 1810. Then we got Zachariah Mulatto, head of a Charles City County household of 1 other free in 1790. We got John, head of a Charles City County household of 5 other free in 1800 and 9 in 1810. All right, we got William, head of a Charles City County household of 4 other free, a white woman 26 to 45 years old, and 2 slaves in 1810. Then we got Robert, head of a Charles City County household of 1 other free, a white woman 26 to 45 years old, and 2 slaves in 1810. Then we got Thomas, married to Sarah in 1819, when their daughter Mary Ann, born August 27, 1819, was baptized in St. Mary's, Mattawoman Parish, Charles County. Elizabeth Butler was the godmother. Next, we have Smith, married to Anne on April 23, 1826, when their daughter Catherine Ann was baptized in St. Mary's, Mattawoman Parish. Elizabeth Proctor was the sponsor. And this is found in the Colonial Dames of America records of St. Mary's Parish. So might be something to dig into, this Colonial Dames of America records. All right, relatives. So that was the Wise and Wiseman family histories. So again, I wanted to thank everyone for coming out to the Iconic American Indian podcast. I'm your host, Opie Miha, and I will see you all next time. Take care. Peace. Kana Hop Napi relatives and Biwa Pahushka. Opie Miha, Opie Miha, Opie Miha. Opie Miha.
This is a dangerous group that we're dealing with now.
That's the hijack again. Kana Hop Napi relatives. They had no idea their ancestors had been free.
I'll beat me out. 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 I'll beat me out.
They had no idea their ancestors had been free.
I'll beat me out. I'll beat me out. I'll beat me out. I'll beat me out.
That's the hijack again.